Hello. Happy Friday. Initially, I know I posted that I was going to be going live over in She's Crafty USA page, but I'm going to have to do it here. Jen is having surgery today, I think. She's not going to be able to get me shared into that group, that page, but that's fine. I'm going to do it here, and then later on, I will share it to her page, and she can approve it over there. I hope she's doing well. I hope her surgery goes well. All the good things. When you come in, say hello. Let me know you're here. I hope you all are having a great day. It's a beautiful, beautiful day here in Middle Tennessee. The weather has cooperated. It's supposed to get hot later on, but right now, it's a beautiful day in my neighborhood. So let me go find my live. And we're going to get started. Let me turn me down so I don't have to listen to me. Hey, Estella, how you doing? Thanks for joining me. All right, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to pivot a little. I am going to do some chalking, but I'm also going to do some paper crafting because I need to make some tags. And usually when I make tags for craft fairs, I always use wood tags. For today, I am going to be using our chalk slate paper because I need some paper tags. I'm glad that you're having a beautiful day in Milwaukee, Estella. And let's hope those beautiful days continue. So first thing I'm going to do, I got a little template here. I think I'm going to make 3 tags today. So I'm going to trace my little template and get them cut out. And then we are going to do all the things to them. So I need a pencil. I'm doing well, Estella. Thank you. And I'm glad you are also. So let me just trace my little template here. Get them cut out. And then we're going to decorate them. One. That's 2. And I may have to get out a second sheet to do that third one. It doesn't look like it's going to fit on here. This is a chalk couture paper. It is called chalk suede. It is made to be chalked on. It's a little thicker than cardstock. So this should do good to make a tag with. They're talking about some rain later on though, Estella. And I'm okay with that too. We need some rain. Can't just have sunshine all the time. All right. That's 3. Let me grab my scissors. Let's cut these out. Work was good. Not all the little kiddies showed up today. Some of them are spending the weekend with grandparents out of town, and some of them didn't just show up. I don't know where they were, but it was good. We had fun today. It was a fun Friday. How was your day? You don't need. Yeah, no, you all had some flooding recently. So no, you don't need rain. But we need rain here. I'm glad you had a good day. I hope it continues on into the night. You got any plans for the weekend? All right. You got them cut out. So now I am going to go ahead and punch. You're freezing. Oh, you're at school, yeah. Our school building tends to be cold too. I don't know why they keep those buildings so cold. So I'm gonna go ahead and stack these, and I always keep a jacket at work, always, because yeah, it gets cold. And I'm going to try to center this. And that looks centered enough to me. What's going on at your granddaughter's school, Estella? Okay, now let's just do these. The first one I am going, actually two of these, actually all three of these, I'm going to put some paper on them. Two of them I'm going to put some sheet music. No, one of them I'm going to cover in sheet music. One of them I'm going to add some sheet music to the top of it. And one of them I am going to cover in this paper. So let's go ahead and cover this one in sheet music. And it is Christmas music. It's actually Silent Night. Not that it matters. And because of what happened with the glue yesterday, I feel like I need to put something down under my little surface. Oh, you picking her up? I used to have to pick B up from school when he was in kindergarten. But now his elementary school is on the same campus as the school that his mom teaches at. So I don't have to do that anymore. I was relieved of my duty. So there's one. Let it dry for a second. And let's cover this one. And I am using Scotch Permanent Glue Stick. I like this. You know those little glue sticks those little Elmer's glue sticks that we get that we use in school. They are not permanent glue sticks. They are only for a temporary period of time, and they really don't work that well to me. But this one I like. It is so crooked. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Yeah, I hear you, Estella. It was like a long year for me too when I had to pick him up every day because I would get off from work at 1 o'clock and he didn't get out of school till 3:15. So I'm like, if I go home, that poor baby may not get picked up. So every day I would leave work and go sit at that school until he came out the door because it was not a good idea for me to go home. Now this last one, I'm only going to do just a little bit of it. So let me cut this. And I'm going to cut it with my painting shears. So let me, I guess I put the glue on the paper this time to make sure I get it where I need it to be. Just sit and wait. That's what we do, isn't it? All right, and then I'm going to need to trim this a little bit. And I'm also going to, I hear you, Estella. I was just so glad when school was out. Love my grandbaby, but that sitting and waiting every day after I worked all day, no, I was not a big fan. So I'm also going to cut out a circle from this one. This is I think this is a 2-inch circle punch. So there's that, and I'm gonna just lay it to. I think I need to cut another one because it sort of chewed it up. It's better. Okay, so let's trim these up. This one right here, I got just a little bit of the music at the top, and I got a little circle that I'm going to put on here later. This one I covered, and this one I covered, but I need to trim them. How old is your granddaughter, Estella? What grade is she in? All right. I'm doing a extremely, extremely good job at trimming this, but it's gonna work out. I can always take my trimmer and straighten it up later on if I need to. But right now, let's just get them cut out. Oh, they're not little girls. Why did I think you were picking up little girls? Yeah, I'm gonna need to trim this one because I did a horrible job at cutting it out. So let me see if I got my trimmer over here. Let's sort of fix this. I don't know what made me think I could cut a straight line. That's not much better. I think the paper might not be on here straight. Maybe that's what it is. All right, yeah, that's better. Trim this one just a little tad bit. Okay, now well, my oldest grandson is 22, so I have a 22-year-old, a 21-year-old, a 20-year-old, and a 18-year-old, and then I have that little 8-year-old. So yeah. Okay, so here's what we got. And I'm going to have to go back through and punch those holes again because I covered them up on 2 of them. So I got this one with music notes. This one with, I don't know what you call this paper, but I liked it. This one just got a little bit of music on top. And let me get my hole puncher and open these holes back up because I did cover them. All right, so now this one, I am going to go and ink around the edges. And y'all, this is the first time I've ever inked in something other than those neutral colors that I have. This is red. This is, it doesn't have a name on it, so I'm not sure what it is. But I'm just going to go ahead and ink around these edges. And I'm using a makeup brush because it's a lot cheaper than those pedal brushes that is made for inking. So I use this makeup brush, and I got it at the Dollar Tree. And every time I go in there, I try to find some more, but they never have them. So I may just have to break down and buy the real thing. We'll see. All right. You have an 11-year-old also? So there's that. And then I'm going to wax this one because I'm going to actually ink on this one. So let's put some wax on it. My wax is a little dry, so I'm going to have to hit it with the blow dryer. And the reason I'm waxing it is so that when I go to chalk on it, my stencil doesn't stick too well. And I rack it trying to get it off. So, waxing it is. All right. And I am using Chalk Couture Surface Wax. And the stencil that I'm going to be using, it actually was one of last year's Christmas stencils. This one is called the Christmas Tree Fern. It's a little fern in the shape of a Christmas tree. And I like this. I just never used it. So I'm using it this year. And I need my fuzzing towel so I can fuzz it because it's brand new. That's your only grandson? All of my grandkids are boys. Every one of them. Every single one of them. You think one of them would have been a girl. And since this is paper, I'm going to give it a good fuzzing. All right. Here we go. Alrighty. It looks like one, it's not centered, but it looks like it's leaning to the side, but that's the way the fern, because you know how ferns are, they don't just grow straight up and down, but I want it centered at least, and I think this might be good. And I am going to be chalking this with Shimmer Forest and a little bit of Nominee because there is a little star up on top of that. So I'm going to do that star in Nominee. Let me get a squeegee. Let's see if I have a small one over here. There's one. And let's do this. This Shimmer Forest is a very pretty green color. Take off the excess and put it back in the jar. And then we are going to add some Nominee to the top, the little star. I'm debating though. There's like different stars on here. I kind of like one of the other ones better than the one that's on the tree, but I'm going to go with, since I already got it down, I'm going to go with that one. So that I can put the lid back on this nominee, because y'all, I don't care how hard I try. Every time I use this nominee, I tend to get it everywhere. And I don't understand it. Okay. I want to thank you for joining me. Come in and say hello if you're there. If you watch the replay, thanks for watching the replay. I greatly appreciate you all's support. So let's dry this. And that's all I'm going to do with this one. Except I'm going to put a hanger on it, but I need some red. I need some red or green string. I don't have either one of them. So this is this one. And that's all I'm going to do with this one. And actually it's not, because I'm probably going to put some lined paper on the back to make it a writing tag. I mean, you can write on the back of this as it is now, but I like to put lined paper on the back of my tags. So there's that one. Now this one, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the red on here too, on the music note, on the music space. Now, I got a lot of stuff on this desk. And I think I actually meant to put down another piece of paper before I put the music down. I meant to put the music on top, but let's see how well we can do this. I'm just going to put it down here underneath. And I think we can do this. I've got confidence in us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and spread my glue. And then we're going to lay it down on top of that paper and make it work. And all the confidence in the world in us. Get it straight. All right. And let's trim it off. That's what we got. Now, I have these little snowflakes. It's a snowflake trim that I think is really pretty. And I think I'm going to put it across this. Between the music notes and the other paper. It's like a little border. So let's do that. These are so cute. I also have some green ones over there, but I tend to lean toward the red ones whenever I'm using them. And I'm going to use my glue stick, but I'm also going to put a little dollop of tacky glue on here to make sure that it stays on here. And let's hold that down. Let it dry. Okay. And let's trim that off. So here's what we got so far. Now I need to do something at the top. Let's see what we got. We got a lot of Christmas stuff on this desk. I got a lot of stickers, a lot of papers. What is this? Tags. I had a little tag on this desk before that said something about, let me see what I got here. Something about being joyful. This says joy. Kind of like that. This is poinsettias. We're not going to use them, but I'm liking this joy tag. So I think I'm going to put it right here in the corner, but I'm not going to glue the whole thing down. I'm only going to glue the side. Hey, Bonnie, how you doing? Thank you for joining me. Bonnie, we're paper crafting today. I'm going to glue the side and the bottom, and that way I can tuck stuff under it. Thank you for sharing, Bonnie. So let's tuck this right here in this corner. Bonnie, how are you doing today? that's what we got. Still not sure what I'm going to do at this top, but I do believe that I am going to carry that red up there because it's just bright, bright, bright white right now. And I think I might also add a little bit of walnut stain to it. Or even a little black soot. How about we do some black soot? I'm good. I'm glad you're doing great, Bonnie. All right. Just a little touch of black soot around those edges. Okay, Asala, you be safe. Let's see. What else do we have here? I feel like I should have brought some ribbon over here. But I also have, what did I do with it? My little circle that I punched out with the music notes. What did I do with it? Oh my goodness. Already lots of things. I may have to punch out another one because I am not seeing it. All right, y'all. Well, let's punch another one out. Make sure I have the right song. It came up on a Midnight and Clear. I think this is it. Okay, and I'm also going to go around the edge of this one with some black soot. I'm just going to stick this right in the middle. Right in the middle of my tag. There's that. Now, I did not bring ribbon over here. I wish I had them, so I probably will make a little bow or something to go on here. But for now, I don't want to do that. What else do I have? I think I have some red Rick Rack over here. Thank you, Estella. Might actually put a little bit on that first tag I did. We'll have to see about that one. And I think it's a totally different color red, so I think I'm not going to do that. But I will save this one, and I will make the little, hang the little string and thing. But I'm not going to put this on here because it looks more, it's got more of an orange undertone. Let's see if I like it on here. I may trim this out with it. I think I do. So let's do this. Okay. And again, I'm going to use some tacky glue to put this on. Wow. I'm going to have to put down more glue than that. I tried not to use a whole lot, but I think I'm going to need more than what I put down. And take two. All right. We got that side down. We'll go to the other side. I'll hold this here for a second. All right. Let's do the other side. And then we'll trim it down at the bottom. This is why I always put the lid back on and turn it upside down after each use, because it takes so long for it to come back down once it goes up. So I just stick it over my little bucket. Okay. And let's do the bottom while that's drying. This side right here, it does not want to cooperate. I need something to clip that down. Give me a paper clip. I don't know what his problem is. All right. And there's that. So that's what we got so far. I'm not going to trim it until it dries. Then I'll trim it off. Let's get the top done. I don't know if I want to, I guess I do want to go all the way like that, all the way around it. Take the lid off of it, Linda. All right. There it is. And like I said, when it dries, I will go back and trim it and do any touching up I need to do. But I think I might be done with this one. I think I might be done. You just never know about me. Now this last one. What was I planning to do with this one? Oh, I know, butterflies. Because this one right here is actually for my autumn journal. And I wanted to put some butterflies on it. And I got this book that has a ton of butterflies in it. So let's find some. These are stickers, I do believe. There's one. Thank you, Bonnie. I think I might want to put a little mushroom down here in the corner when I find the mushroom. I said there was a bunch of butterflies in here. I thought there was. I'm finding a bunch of little bitty ones. I want a big one, like the one I got. I may have to rethink it and use the smaller ones. There's some cute ones, but they are little. I think I might have to, or maybe I put the big one at the bottom and put a couple of smaller ones above it. Let's see how that looks. I think I'll have to go with all the little ones. Where did this one come from? Let me put it back. Now, even though these are stickers, thank you, Bonnie. Even though these are stickers, I still put glue on them because eventually they come up. So I'm also going to go around the edges with my Distress ink a little bit. I meant to bring my vintage photo in here, but I still left it in there. I know I told y'all yesterday I left it in the living room, and it is still in there. So I'm still using walnut stain. So let's put some glue on here. Anybody got plans for the weekend? I'm doing absolutely nothing. Well, I shouldn't say that. I have no plans to do anything. And like I said, I will go back and put lined paper on the back of these to make them writing spaces. Okay, last one. I need to move that one over just a little tad bit before he dries. So that's what we got so far. And then I want to put a mushroom on him because, I don't know, I like mushrooms. But I want a really cute one. Just a little one down here in this corner. Maybe this one. No, that one's too big. This one. I think we have a winner. Put some glue on it. Now, I have no idea what else I'm going to do with this one. I have no idea if I'm going to do anything with any of them. Anything else to any of them, because if you're a paper crafter, you already know we tend to never finish. Let me trim this one. But this is a good start, I do believe. And whenever I finish it, I will post it and let you all see it. But I think I'm going to leave them alone for now. So let me show you what we did today. First one, we did our, what did I say it was called? Christmas tree fern. And then we did this one with our little music notes. The little tag, the little tuck spot in the bottom. And this one with our little butterflies and mushrooms. And I think I'm going to leave them alone for now until I can just sit here and look at them, because that's what I do, y'all. Sometimes I just come here and sit and stir and stuff like, what am I going to do with that? What else can I do with that? And that's what I'm going to do with these. We're going to call this a day. I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me. All your support, your comments, your sprinkling, all the things. Hope everybody have a great weekend. Oh, I did have something else I was planning to put on here, but we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, when I feel like I'm completely done with them, I will post them. Anyway, y'all have a great weekend. I'll see you all probably next week at some point, but probably Wednesday. That's what I always shoot for, Wednesdays. And talk to you later. Bye-bye.